SpongeBob SquarePants is a TV show that has revolutionized our generation. We hit the streets to find out which characters students thought themselves to be most like. Which SpongeBob character are you most like and why?
Patrick Star, that's easy. Because everyone loves me and I'm handsome.
Yes, indeed you are.
Yes, sir.
Probably most like Gary because Gary's pretty chill and he just meows a lot. So, and I like to meow. So that's me.
That is amazing, my friend.
I would probably say Pearl, just because she's really dramatic and she likes money, gets it from her dad all the time.
I'd probably say Patrick, because he's a silly guy, and I'm a silly guy. I actually must say Mr. Krabs. I'm very tight with money.
Probably SpongeBob, because he's like really cool, energetic and stuff.
So you're really cool and energetic? I can tell.
I'm Patrick, because I'm shaped like a star.
I'm most like Squidward because I hate everyone and I hate getting up in the morning.
Mr. Krabs, because it's all about the money.
Probably Patrick, because he sleeps a lot under a rock, and I love sleeping.
SpongeBob, because I am very friendly, I like everyone, and everyone likes me.
This has been Kane Compton, reporting for Trap Talk.
Many students have been wondering about the purpose of IDs at Wando and where the money made from them goes. Tommy Fairbairn cashes in.
IDs. You're probably wearing one right now, but have you ever wondered why that little plastic card is hanging around your neck?
We want to make sure that we know who everybody here on Wando's campus is, and the student IDs are a great indication. One of our student concern specialists or our assistant principals, our teachers, they see somebody without an ID. We have a protocol where we talk to them, we find out why they're here, and then we just escort them to the office to make sure that they get taken care of.
They have to get an ID, whether it's their real ID out of their book bag or a temporary ID.
But those IDs cost money. So how are these prices calculated?
The white IDs, Charleston County Schools supply those. The colored IDs, Wando High School pays for. I just got an order in 3 different colors, and there were 1,000 cards a piece. The whole order, I want to say, was $350.
1,000 for $350. That's 35 cents per $5 ID. If all are sold, then that is a $4,650 profit. After randomly polling Wando classes, we have found that 62% of students believe IDs are for profit and other purposes, while only 38% believe they are solely for protection. Here are some of the students' answers.
I think it's good because you gotta know who people are or where they're supposed to be at all times. If they have an early out badge, then they're supposed to be early out. If they don't, they can just the administrators gotta know where they are. So I think it's a good thing.
It's annoying. It gets in the way. I really think it's a distraction to kids, and I just don't think we should have them. I don't think they make much of a difference when someone's walking in the school.
While the upfront cash payments cause Wando to break even, student obligations cause the earnings to exceed the profit margin.
$1 a day doesn't sound like much, but it adds up very quick. They make a lot of obligations a day, but not a whole lot of money. I would say maybe $60 a day cash, and the rest are obligations. Maybe $200 a day.
Just make it part of your routine. You got your keys, your wallet, your cell phone. Bring your ID.
This has been Tommy Fairbairn reporting for Tribe Talk.
Wando student Reagan Gresham is a beauty vlogger with a following of over 62,000.
In the 7th grade, I kind of lacked the friends in the friend department, and I really liked iCarly, so my idea was originally I wanted to do it with my cousin and we could be like Reagan.
When Reagan first started making her videos, I actually thought she shouldn't be allowed to put anything up on YouTube.
Over the years, Reagan has become more accustomed to creating videos on YouTube.
The cool thing about YouTube is that I have a following of people who mostly just kind of are subscribed from me. Hopefully they're subscribed for me, and kind of whatever I'm feeling that day, they'll support me for what I do.
I think even though she doesn't have a boss like some jobs, she's definitely her own boss and sets deadlines for herself, and she's definitely gonna get it done when she says she's gonna.
My least favorite thing is just the fact that people can kind of go and think they have like a full rounded image on me, and I'm really not like that at all, or they can think I'm really self-conceited, because obviously my videos are about me because that's what my job is, so people can just get the wrong idea from it, and I'm really not self-conceited.
Reagan's videos are well edited. She does a great job editing. I think that she seems to have fun while she's doing them.
Reagan is super dedicated to YouTube for sure. There's times where I'm like, can you hang out? And she's like, no, sorry, like I'm editing all day today. Like I told myself I would get this video up.
The process of making videos is actually really long. People are like, you have the easiest job ever, like it takes like an hour to make a video. I spend probably about 12 hours on a video.
After being a fan for many years, Reagan was able to participate in the Nick's Face Awards.
The Nick's Face Awards is probably the biggest contest that Reagan ever participated in.
I had been watching it the 2 years before, so I decided I wanted to submit to it, and basically what I had to do was I had to get a bunch of likes on this video I made.
And now for my powder. I only put a little all over my face.
So I got enough votes and I made it into the top 30, and so NYX is a very large makeup brand and they sponsored all the videos, so got a ton of makeup for it. I got into the top 15. I didn't make it to the top 6, which were the people who like went to LA and stuff and like did major things, but it's definitely the biggest thing I've accomplished. I was the youngest person to get that far, and it's just like a really big deal for me, and it's one of my favorite things I've done with YouTube.
This has been Tate Fowler reporting.
Young Life is a group that has been continually growing through many high schools across the U.S. Members come from all walks of life and join through many different ways.
So my mom randomly signed me up without even telling me I was going to camp. So then 2 days later I ended up getting up on a bus at 7 o'clock in the morning in a Walmart parking lot. And then from there on I went to camp, and then was part of it ever since. It's kind of one of those things that if you ever ask another person, they would be like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. I would describe it as like a smaller community of people that you get to know really well.
So we start off every fall with doing an all-city club, which is where we have all the schools in Charleston where we have Young Life, like James Island, Porter Gaud, Somerville, all these different places to come together to do one club to kind of kick off the year. And we had that, and there's probably 250 to 300 people in the room.
You never know what's going to happen. You don't know what to expect. But you know there's going to be a lot of dancing, and then there's always something crazy at the end. Like this year we did a mashed potato pit. So we had kids stand on a stool and belly flop into a pit of mashed potatoes.
During the week, Young Life comes together several times.
There's Club, which is on Monday nights at the Park West Pavilion at 7:45. And Club is a kind of a wild and crazy night. You're going to sing some songs, play some games, laugh a lot, and then one of the leaders is going to stand up and give a short talk just about faith.
Thursdays we meet, and that's campaigners, and that's a more mellow feel. It's kind of like a Bible study.
Young Life has always caught criticism from those who don't fully understand what it's about.
When I was in high school, it was really big at my high school, but I was never a part of it. I called it a cult and said I would never go. Yeah, I think someone would want to come because they're curious. Whether that's they're curious why 100 kids would pack out a pavilion in Park West every Monday, whether they're curious about life and the relationships maybe they could have, or whether they're curious about God. Maybe this God that they've heard about who's distant, and maybe they think, is there a possibility it doesn't have to be like that, that maybe it could be closer, that it would be about a relationship and not about religion.
This has been Ricky Schmidt reporting.
This week on The Rewind, we take a look at the Fall Pep Rally, Homecoming Football Game, and the Homecoming Dance.
Make the ground shake.
On Friday, September 18th, the Fall Sports Pep Rally was held in the gym. Fall athletes were honored, and students were surprised with a performance by Wando alumni Young Renzo. Later that day, the football team played their homecoming game against Somerville. The Chop House was very lively in their blackout theme, and Wando came away with an enormous win, with the final score being 64-49. Also, a huge congratulations to Tribe Talk's own Maren Noonan and Ricky Schmidt for winning Homecoming Queen and King. To celebrate the win, students gathered in the Wando Gym for the homecoming dance. The event was very lively, with an enthusiastic crowd of over 200 people and a dynamite DJ to help them dance the night away. And that's it for this week's Rewind. See you next time.
Are you interested in learning more about better ways to eat that taste good and is good for you? Join the Student Wellness Committee. In this club, we will learn about how to substitute fruits and vegetables into your diet by finding seasonal produces and adapting healthy habits. Trying to find the right foods that are healthy for you can be tricky at times. We will cut out the bad stuff and find healthy recipes that are tasty and rewarding. Are you also interested in getting more active? We will spend time getting together and going to community events for opportunities to go outside and get exercise. Learning to be healthy can be both fun and rewarding. In the Student Wellness Committee, we will work together to become motivated and start habits that can change the way we look and feel.
Every 10 minutes, a Wando student loses money to a vending machine. Don't be part of that statistic. Go to the school store. You won't regret it.
Many students at Wando find it very hard to fit in such a big school. Frankie Antonelli is known for standing out and being himself.
Hello, camera.
Yeah, you are.
Have your face.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey.
Watch me in. Now watch me whip. Hi, Wando. My name is Frankie Antonelli. Just tell me who you are meant to be, so you can make a difference. Pass it on, Wando. This has been Frankie reporting for Tribe Talk.
Nice.
The Culinary Arts Program has baked up a batch of attention over the past year. Maren Noonan whips up the story.
Many students may not know much about the Culinary Arts Program, but we got an inside look to see what Wando is cooking up in E102.
My favorite thing about being a culinary arts teacher is probably actually the kids. Coming to work every day with really great young future chefs that are excited, energized, and really want to participate and work in class.
I came to Wando specifically for the Culinary Arts Program because it's something that I wanted to try. And I'd never been really in a kitchen before, but I knew that it was something I at least wanted to expose myself to.
The Culinary Arts Program is a very unique class consisting of first and second year students.
We have a first year class. It meets all year for one block, and they will learn everything from the ground up, whether it's sanitation, safety, cookies, cupcakes.
I think that with culinary, Chef Trawler does a really awesome job of giving us some room to say, okay, here are some guidelines, follow these guidelines, but then any extra that you want to add, go ahead and do that.
A lot of it's hands-on. You're in the kitchen, learning techniques, cooking, pots and pans, getting everything dirty. And then in year 2, we expand on those techniques. And if they really, really are interested, they can become one of our members on the competition team.
Wando competes in many events locally and nationally with their 2 teams, the culinary team and the management team.
Our previous management team just happens to be the reigning national champions. They designed a restaurant concept and then present the restaurant concept to a restaurant Shark Tank.
There have been other Wando teams that have gone to nationals, both for culinary and management, but we were the first team to actually win the whole thing.
My reaction to winning nationals was I probably jumped up and down, screamed, and then hugged the kids. We're here to have a good time. We're here to learn a skill and taste some really cool food and plate some really cool food and hopefully make friendships that'll last a lifetime.
This has been Maren Noonan reporting for Tribe Talk.
This is Colby Karrasch reporting for Sports Talk. The football team is looking to rebound off their shaky 1-3 start as they face Bluffton and West Ashley within a 5-day span. The West Ashley game has been moved to October 12th, which is a Monday. The volleyball team is looking back to normal as they have 27 wins and they're number 2 in the state. Then, for our swimming team, boys and girls both won their region meet and are looking to compete in the state meet, which is October 17th, a Saturday. That's it for Sports Talk.
While sports injuries are a common part of an athlete's life, a torn ACL can change the game.
The ACL is one of the 4 knee ligaments, and it's one that attaches the femur to the tibia.
Well, I tore my first ACL playing soccer. I was at a tournament in Rock Hill, and a girl on the opposing team, she tried to take the ball from me, kicked and missed, and just kicked me in the knee.
Although sports injuries can happen quickly, the healing process is typically extensive.
After the surgery, I was on crutches for about 3 weeks. After that, I was able to walk, and getting back to actually playing soccer took 9 months.
The ACL is very important to movement because it holds your femur to your tibia. The femur is the thigh bone and the tibia is the shin bone, and the ACL goes between the two to hold them together.
We were very surprised that it happened, and obviously we were very concerned because we had never gone through anything like that before.
The second time was pretty devastating because I'd worked so hard to just get back onto the field.
Most athletes go to physical therapy to change their physical conditions. However, Sydney found something that would change her.
So I had to go to physical therapy for about 2 months for each ACL. From there, I really learned that I liked the career a lot.
We would go through the sessions with her and then would help her at home. She actually made a great connection with her therapist, and that is the career that she wants to pursue now.
Soccer was once a dream for Sydney, but now she is in the long stretch to pursue physical therapy.
First of all, she's motivating. She helps people keep on track, so she's very big on watching people keep their form.
I just want to help people who have experienced the same thing I did because I know how traumatic of an injury it was. I know there's a couple other girls who just stopped playing completely because of their ACLs, just like I did. I just feel like I'll really be able to connect with these people.
This has been Mary Catherine McCarthy reporting for Tribe Talk.
That's it for this week's edition of Tribe Talk. Be sure to stay tuned for a special edition of Tribe Talk Presents. This has been Jenna Solkowski signing off.